Why does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
And Hala, let me add on to what you're saying with simple so that people can understand about controlling the narrative and my first point about controlling your image, right? Let's say we've all been to high school, we've all been to college, or let's say you're on your job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you do your work and somebody comes around and is telling the people in your company, in the business, see, you see that man over there? He's lazy, man. See, he talked too much. See, when I was talking to him, this is what he said. And he was making all this stuff up. Would you sit there and let this man talk about you? Or would you come up to him and say, don't talk about me? Unless I'm there, don't talk about me. You know you would not let somebody talk bad about you on your job and you not say something because you care about your image. You care about how people see you. You don't want your employees to get the wrong perception of you because somebody else wanted to dictate the narrative, who you were and what your work ethic is and what you're about. You quickly correct them.
Yeah, and even to add on to that point too, shout outs to Spirit Lifter. She had a episode on her channel with dating and mate selection, and Holip, right, when you go out anywhere, like it's very important that you're conscious of your image, basically. Like not to just wear anything, but anything that fits you, that suits you, and it's respectable because people are going to look at you a certain way. Like it could be as simple as that when it comes to controlling the narrative, down to what we wear,
Right.
And people can understand that as an individual standpoint, but then when it comes to a collective thing and looking at a bigger picture, then it's all of a sudden it's foreign.
Mm-hmm.
Another example would be simple. There's a reason why you have a dress code policy when you go to work or when you go to anywhere. You have a dress policy. There's a reason for that, right? Mm-hmm. If I were to go to, let's say I was supposed to meet you for dinner, and you saw me dressed in my PJs and my do-rag, and I came in there and you were wearing a polo shirt and khaki pants, but I was wearing my purple colored do-rag on. I was wearing my PJs, they striped, they blue and all that stuff, and I sat down with you. What would be your first reaction? How would you feel if I pulled when we had dinner like that and I was wearing that?
I would think you're crazy. You're sleepwalking. I don't know. Something is going on.
Because why? But why? I should be able to wear what I want. Why? Why do I have to wear? Why can't I just go outside and wear my purple do-rag and my pajamas and my slippers on? Why? I'm just going out to dinner, just going out to something to eat. Why do I have to put that on? I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it reminds me of that Dave Chappelle joke. He said the woman's got this outfit on where she got the titties popping up out of her turtleneck sweater and all this stuff. And he says, he go up to her and say, "Oh, look at them titties." And she's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just because I'm dressed this way does not make me a whore." And he said, "I agree. Just because you dress that way doesn't make you a whore. But that shit is confusing."
Yeah.
He said, it's like me, Dave Chappelle, the comedian, going out in a cop uniform. He said, somebody might roll up on me and be like, "Hey, officer, help us. We need help. Help." He's like, "Listen, just because I'm dressed this way does not make me a police officer." He said, so yes, it's true. Just because you dress that way, it doesn't make you a whore. But you are wearing a whore's uniform. And if you're wearing a whore's uniform, some people might mistake you for a whore. So the crazy person is not them. The crazy person is you. It's like I've always said, if you're walking down the street with a hot dog stand, don't get offended when somebody asks you for a Frank.
Why? For Frank, yeah.
Come on. You should be able to walk down the street with $100 bills hanging out of your pocket because it's your money. Nobody should take it. Try doing that on Flatbush. Let's test that theory out. Nobody should take your money. I mean, it's wrong for people to steal. It's wrong for somebody to tap you upside your head and take your shit. But guess what's going to happen?
They're going to do it anyway.
So don't sit around dangling meat in front of a lion and then get mad at the lion because it tears your ass up.
Oh my gosh.
You know, it's like people are so disingenuous with this shit. Like there was one, remember the thing I sent you? You got the girl talking about, oh, I can't help it. It's just my body. I just, I'm not trying to do. And she's doing literally a fucking twerk. What is it called? A busset challenge.
Busset challenge.
Where she's literally bouncing up and down with her ass shaking, literally saying out of her mouth, busset. And then when you start thinking about busset, you're the crazy one. Damn, you got a fat ass and you jingling it for me and you saying busset, and I'm thinking about having sex with you. Wow, what's wrong with me? I must be crazy.
Yeah.
People are just disingenuous with this shit. It's like, Jabari, let's take the keeping it real to the ultimate conclusion.
Oh.
Going to the bathroom is fake. Why should I have to go into a place and hide myself taking a shit on the toilet? Shouldn't everybody see that? Let's keep it real. How real are we gonna keep it? I really want to know, how real are we gonna keep? Because there was girls who's talking about she go on a date with a guy at a restaurant, and she will burp at the restaurant and fart at the restaurant. And she said, well, he just gonna have to deal with it. I'm just keeping it real. That's what she said.
That's the beginning of the purge.
I can't. I'm about to say at a restaurant, I can't do that. No.
How real are we going to keep it?
Oh shit. That's the apocalypse right there if that happens.
What you're getting to is all about image, etiquette. It's simple as that.
Right.
Yeah.
Etiquette, image. There is an image you're trying to give out. There's etiquette that you have to do. Okay? Like you said, nobody wants to see that. We don't want to see you doing we don't want to see that. Okay? We don't want to see that. You know that. So let's apply that same individual image to the broader perspective. And people were bringing up in the chat, because I want to get to them because I don't want people to think that we're not paying attention to them. But Lift Every Voice said a good point. Vice would never do anything like that to the state of Israel. Liberia is an easy target, even though Liberia existed longer than Israel. That is exactly true. Who is it? Well, Baby said Liberia is 101 years older than Israel. And he said, yeah, it's the lack of respect, basically. These Vice executives don't feel there would be any consequences for pushing harmful propaganda against Liberia as opposed to Israel. And that is exactly correct. Controlling your image means you have a sense of pride. If you have a sense of pride and you value yourself and you value how you look, what you stand for, and your values, you don't let anybody say anything about you and you not respond, or there are not grave consequences. Lawsuits, pushing back, backlash, boycotts, something's gonna happen because you're not gonna disrespect me like that and think I'm gonna sit here and take it. And so, like you said, it's a lack of respect. If you respected yourself, and we can apply this even, let's take Liberia away. Let's take Liberia away and let's focus strictly here in America. With Juneteenth and all of this other stuff. If you respected yourself, it don't matter if Juneteenth was made a holiday or not. You would still celebrate it and still respect it.
Right.
Critical race theory. Well, they're not going to teach it in school. Okay, they're not going to teach it in school, but a lot of stuff is not taught in school. Why aren't you teaching your kids this? Why aren't you talking at the discussion table about this? If you respected yourself, you would be talking about this regardless. Because you care about your image, you care about your history, you care about your culture, and you are going to make sure that the version and the narrative is correct and it's going to get out there.
You can't compare to the status right here. Legendary worldwide, we can battle right here. Listen, Junior, I'ma tear back your wig. This ain't TV, but I'll show you what a fear factor is. Stop grilling me, and all that fronting is killing me. You leave me no choice but to hurt your feelings, G.
About to slap rappers around and improve the game.